The most important thing he did, and the most influential, one of the most influential things he did for composers today and musicians today is to see how you can create something with less control. And we always taught about having a lot of control, playing the violin with a lot of control, writing all the notes detailed. How you can do something that's very identifiable as your piece, as your music, but that where you give out control. For example, you write a piece for radios, you tell them exactly when to start, what to do, but you don't know what will come out. So the sound source, the music, the noise that will come out of the radios will always be different every time you play this piece, every time you rehearse it. So he's actually giving out, he's saying, okay, well, I don't want to control the sound. I want just to let it kind of appear and control some aspects of it, but not all of the aspects. And he actually worked like that for 50 years, almost 40 years. He was very interested in bringing the outside world into the concert hall or into his own music, and how to do that. And also how to not work with a kind of subjective idea of a composer saying, oh, this is a little bit too long, I'm going to make it a bit shorter. Or this should be not so loud, I'll make it mezzo piano, not fortissimo. And so he was very interested in allowing that stuff to happen in a kind of more natural way, in a sense. He was actually using chance to get that in there, and to have less of an aesthetics, you know, less. He was not interested in like, oh, I can now decide this is too short, too long, and I can make it like this. So he, of course, he did take aesthetic choices, but much less than the normal composer at the time. I mean, now it's normal what he was doing. Now people use it even if they don't say that they're using it. Of course, he did quite a lot of pieces on stars, and we're doing this piece, Atlas Eclipticalis, which is, you know, every player is playing kind of different galaxies, different areas of stars, and he's playing them. I mean, if you look at the score, it's actually, he was actually taking a map and drawing on the map, and then making that into pitch. It's quite fascinating, and somebody asked him, how did he actually choose which stars to use, because there's millions of them, and you know. And so he said, well, the stars I liked, but don't tell anyone. You know, so it was like, there was a game there with that as well. But I mean, I think that's really important part of it. Also the fact that sound and non-sound are equal, and all sounds are equal. So like, he was interested in doing music which doesn't have this pull to tonality, for example, you know, where, no, the tonica is more important than another note. You know, there's like, some notes are important, some notes are less important, or some notes are leading to other notes. So he was more interested in kind of seeing, as if you walk outside and everything you see is interesting and beautiful. You know, it's very kind of 60s in a way, but in the best way, you know, like really being aware of your surroundings and all that. And so he was fascinated with these ideas. And of course, a lot of these ideas come from Zen and from Buddhism and from Eastern philosophy. He was really part of a big stream of ideas. And it was quite something, you know, between 1950 and 1970 in New York, what was going on with the arts was something quite spectacular. And one forgets that he was only one member out of a big community. In Glasgow, we play the concerto for prepared piano and orchestra, and actually the orchestra part is kind of normal, it's a small orchestra, but the percussion instruments are using quite a lot of strange things. I mean, amplified coil, radio, sound of a generator, a buzzer, things like that. So there's already quite a lot of things that are unusual. But then, of course, the prepared piano, the piano is, almost all of it is really prepared. And so there's some normal pitch here and there, but a lot of it doesn't sound like piano at all. And so you look at the pianist playing, but you're hearing something completely different. And of course, that very much depends on the pianist and how he prepares, because it's all notated, but every piano and every acoustic will react very differently. That's really fascinating, you know, because there's still a lot of freedom there, because just by the fact that every time you prepare a piano, it so much depends on the piano, how it will sound, on the actual instrument. In the second half in Glasgow, we do a variety of works without the orchestra, including a piece called But What About the Noise? It's a very, very long title, and we do that with improvisers, free improvisers from mainly from Scotland, in Scotland. I mean, it's really a mix of people that I kind of specially selected with the help of other people, and I'm so happy with the lineup for those pieces. We do a piece called Improvisation 3, which is very rarely performed. It's actually a piece for cassette players. And so we do a version for 8 musicians. And then we also doing, I mean, in Glasgow, the kind of the solo version, which is Child of Tree. That's the piece for amplified cacti plants, which I'm performing, and I've done it once before. But I preferred in these 2 concerts to have a kind of explosions of ideas and kind of more celebration of his work, and to see the variety of it.